Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to quickly build the Kayak Cart. I'm going to make this a really quick video. So,
demo in the bathroom.
Why?
as for the materials, the first two things you'll need are these wheels here. You can get some plastic lawnmower wheels if you'd like, but a lot of times when you're walking to the river, there might be rocks and things like that in the way. So these are rubber. You do have to inflate them with some air, but not too bad. So these holes here, 5/8 inch. So you got a 5/8 inch rod, 5/8 inch washers, lock washers, lock nuts, and a regular hex nut. Then you have 3 caps. These are 1/2 inch for the 1/2 inch PVC that I have down there. And then my tees, some all-purpose cement, measuring tape, pool noodle, and a Sharpie. This is probably the trickiest part, but I'll try to make it as clear as I can. Just start on one end, get your cap with the hole in it, and glue it onto the 1 3/4 inch piece, the smallest piece that you've cut. Then glue the other end of that into the T. Then glue that T onto the 4.5 inch piece, which you then glue into the middle T. Now make sure, this is important, make sure the middle T is facing sideways compared to the other 2 end T's. The 2 end T's will face upwards, the middle T needs to face sideways. Then just finish the rest of the pipe there the same way you started it. With another 4.5 inch piece, another T, glue to the next smallest piece you have, glue to another cap with a hole on it. As for the pool noodles, those I just measure by holding it up to this T to the bottom and then taking off about a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, like that. So I'll put this, I have enough room to put this cap on there, which I'm not gonna glue for the day that this kind of dries out and rips off or something like that. I can just pop off the cap, replace it. I mean, these noodles are like $2 a pop. So yeah, that's it. I just cut it with the little miter box. Just rest it in there. I'm gonna have this hacksaw here to cut it up. Couple extra tools I didn't realize I would need. A mallet, of course the paint, and then a sealer for the paint. It's clear. It just protects the plastic, the paint, and all that from chipping off. Then I also needed this hacksaw to cut off the metal rod here. That was a trip. Of course, like your wrenches and things like that, that's just standard. As for the axle here, I'll kind of explain how that was put together. So you can see it's a threaded rod, right? It's one of these. So it's a 3-foot rod with the 5/8 inch rod. They come in 3 feet. I had to cut a little bit off here. I'm not gonna give you the exact measurement on there because you should put it on here first and then cut the excess off after that. As you can see here, I have way too much hanging over. So that was on me, but still, it worked out. So the first thing you're gonna wanna put on here is you're gonna wanna slip it through your base. Then you wanna put a lock washer on there. You can see it's a split lock washer. Put that on both sides. Then you put a regular nut, a 5/8 inch nut, 5/8 inch flat washer, just a regular washer. This will help this keep spinning. Tie it off with another 5/8 inch flat washer. And then this time put a lock nut on the end here. You can see mine kind of stripped off because it went pretty far in there, and this is the side I cut. So I think this edge kind of ripped apart the rubber or whatever this stuff is that makes it a lock nut. But still, this is on there snug. So I have it on both sides, as you can see. Split lock washer, regular nut, flat washer, lock nut. Boom. This thing doesn't really wobble at all. Took a little bit to get the adjustments right on both sides, but this turned out great. And then you just put this rod, this last little rod in there. So a standard pool noodle, this will fit over it perfectly. It's snug. On the ends here, I capped it off, so I did go back and buy 4 more caps to cap those with. That'll prevent these from coming off. But again, I did not glue these on, just so when these fall apart and deteriorate, I will be able to just swap them out with a new pool noodle. I could also change the colors if I really wanted to. I got pink and blue over there.